Okay, sometimes we just have to film the intro at the end after I've done all the chatting so that I don't feel like a really awkward weirdo. So, hi everyone. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Long time no see. I can only apologize, but are we really surprised? How long can I keep up a consistent streak? Like, this happens every time, but I'm back. It's fine. I only take small breaks here and there. It's normal. It's healthy. Today I just wanted to update you guys on some stuff that I've been up to. Obviously, the last we spoke, I had just wrapped on my short film. No, the last we spoke, I had just been doing pre-production for my short film. So kind of wanted to pull you guys in on where I've been since then, and obviously the shoot and stuff like that. I feel like the lighting has changed a lot in this video. I'm now filming the intro again at the end, and if the lighting keeps changing a lot, then I'm really sorry. I'm trying my best. I'm learning, and sorry, it's too much. That was probably horrible for the audio. It's too much. I'm gonna shut up now. Let's just get on with the video and tell you guys what I've been up to. Yeah. I've been very busy this month of October. If you guys saw my last video, then you'll know that I was preparing to shoot my very first short film with my friend Becca, and we did it. We made a short film. Thank you. Well, no, we haven't finished making it, obviously, but we shot it, and that's exciting. So I thought I'd tell you guys a little bit about how the shoot went, what we did, what things I have learned for next time, and just generally the vibes. So obviously where I last left off was the first night before we started shooting. So it was very, very busy trying to sort out all of that tech stuff. Obviously we'd never used that microphone before, and the little sound recording device thing that you have to like plug it into, and all of this kind of stuff that we had to just like learn how to do so that we could be confident with our own tech for everyone else who was part of our crew. We had such a great crew. Honestly, it was quite higgledy-piggledy, mishmash, like different people coming for different days and things like that. Just because we wanted to have people that were local to each area, and also this was a very low budget production. Like, we weren't out here getting like the top professional people in every section, but everyone who did help was amazing. Literally got on with everything as if they knew exactly what they were doing, which I'm sure they did. Because obviously my brain was everywhere else, and it was great to just have people that we could trust and know that we could, yeah, create this film that we've been dreaming up and creating for the last few months. So yeah, I feel very proud that we did it. Honestly, like the last day, like when me and Becca were leaving after we just finished our last little bits, we were just like, oh my God, I can't believe we did that. Literally, like, it just, yeah, it's such a big achievement, and I'm so grateful to Becca, because I have wanted to make a short film for a really long time. I think you guys, if you've been here for a while, you'll know I've tried writing scripts before. Like, I've just never got anything off its feet. When Becca and I got together and started talking about this, I was like, oh my God, this is actually gonna happen. Like, wow. So I'm just so grateful that she was able to like, yeah, like, make it happen for me, and I was able to help it happen for her, and we just managed to create something that I'm really excited to share with you guys once it's finished. So in terms of how the shoot went, like each day had a bit of a different vibe, and it kind of all, yeah, I don't know. I felt like we managed to keep our heads screwed on. We had clipboards, we were like professional, but I will say that I'm not sure I want to do directing, producing and acting all in the same project again. I found it really difficult, not the kind of snapping in and out of each role, because I feel quite comfortable jumping into a role and then coming out, but just, was it good enough? Do you know what I mean? Like, was my performance good enough? Was I there enough? Like, I know I can deliver a good performance, but I wanted to deliver like an amazing performance. So I'm worried whether that hindered it, having so much to think about and like organizing all the things that we were organizing. But I feel like overall it was really good fun. Day one was just like figuring out how our set kind of ran. And I think me and Becca just really found our places and kind of knew exactly what we were both doing. We worked really well with everybody else that was there. And I felt like it was really nicely balanced. And in the evening or like the late afternoon, we got to go to the beach for part of the shoot, and we got to have fish and chips by the sea and watch the sunset.
Woo! Oh, I'll come back around. Yay!
I do think that the iPhone does such a good job with the colour, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty fresh, isn't it? Look at that. Ooh!
and we took some photos for our poster, and I can't share it with you yet, obviously, but guys, these photos, literally, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to share it. Everything came out so pretty, and yeah, fish and chips was obviously banging. And yeah, so that was the first day. Not too crazy in terms of like the length of the day. It was actually all kind of fine, and we wrapped on time. That's right. I was a few minutes late in the morning, but wrapped on time. So do you know what? I'm taking that. Day 2 was an interesting one because we had one of our most high stakes scenes where I would have really liked to have a separate director there as well, because we really see like the complexity of the relationships between the characters, and there's like quite a big breakdown, and it's, you know, something that I really wanted to come off really good. Like I didn't want it to feel bitchy or cheesy, like I wanted it to feel really real, and I think we did a good job, but yeah, that would have been somewhere would have been nice to have a director. However, because Becca was only in like half of that moment, she kind of stepped away. So she was able to really help me and Emily, our other actress, kind of like work through this scene. And I think we got it to a really good place. And it was so nice being directed by Becca as well, because obviously like we've worked together, but I was just like, okay, Miss Director, like it was really nice. So that felt really good. Yeah, so I think overall it went really well. And again, we wrapped on time. Like, is anyone else just like impressed by this wrapping on time? And then the next day, okay, right. The next day was a crazy day. It was our longest day. We had the most to fit in. It was literally like, I think we had 4 scenes to shoot in one day. Bear in mind the other first 2 days, we'd only done 1 and a little bit. So the first day I think was 1 scene, and the second day was like 1.5 scenes. This was 4 scenes in one day because we had to have it for continuity. It wouldn't have made sense if we tried to do it any other way, because it is meant to be across one day. And it was raining and it was freezing and we were wearing ridiculous costumes, and I was like just profusely apologizing all day because I felt so bad for how horrible it was. But obviously everyone was just like, Emma, we want to be here, shut up, you can't control the weather, stop apologizing. And I was like, yeah, you guys are right. Like I just felt so bad because I was like so grateful that everyone was there, but equally I knew that I needed to just like shut up and get on with it, because obviously everyone chose to be there. We all cared about this project, and like that's like a really nice feeling as well. And we could not have done that day without Ellie. Oh my God, she was a lifesaver. Not only does she get to play 2 characters in our film, which I'm so excited because she's just fabulous. Anyway, but she was just the best person to have there all day. She was helping with food where she didn't need to. She made us a little cheese platter at the end of the day. It was just like, when you've got so much going on, like just having that weight off my shoulders, not having to think about every single last thing on my clipboard, and like being able to focus on getting these scenes done. Like she was an absolute angel and lifesaver. Like I really don't know what we'd have done. So that was really, really nice. And I think overall we had a good day. It was just really mental, but we wrapped on time. So that's all I'll say, is that someone was like doing their job, AKA me, shouting at everyone. No, I wasn't shouting, I promise. I was just being like, we need to move on. We need to, and I had my watch on the whole time, just paranoid. So yeah, I'm really glad that went well. And then the last day was super fun. We just had like 1.5 scenes to do. And one of them was just like, we were playing the youngest versions of our character for that day. And it was just such a laugh, like basically being teenagers again. And Sarah provided so many amazing props. Like we had a BlackBerry in there. We had, what else did we have? That was like, we had like good like A-level revision textbooks, like just all the kind of crap that like I would not know where I've kept, or I think I've probably got rid of, but Sarah just came in clutch and she provided some really good stuff. So that was great. And again, new crew, new people on that day, and just, yeah, everyone was so helpful. And this day we did go over by about, how far over? I think we wrapped like 10 minutes late or something, maybe half an hour max, but still not bad. So I'm not annoyed about it. That was funny that it was like the last day where we were just so tired and like trying to like get it all done. And yeah, we managed it. So that was kind of a little summary of how the shoot went. I think I will have put photos and stuff along of what I can share, but obviously I'm trying to not overshare too much about the story or too much about what it's going to look like and stuff, because I really want it to be a surprise for everyone. And yeah, we've been in post-production now. We've started looking at the edit. We're starting on the composition for the music. We're starting to look at festivals and researching all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would say overall, so far, big success, I hope. And I'm really excited to, I've said it a million times, I'm just really excited about the whole thing. And it's just, yeah, so nice to have actually achieved that this year. Yeah. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was that I got to go and meet up with some new people who I'm going to be working on a short film with in early 2026. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say what it's called and stuff, so I'm just going to leave it as an elusive dark comedy. Who's surprised? Who's surprised? I love a dark comedy. If you've been following along with my actor diaries for a while, then you know that I have a little soft spot for the comedies. Yeah, I'm super excited. I was reached out to by somebody who I used to do a children's drama group with, not even my youth theatres. I'm talking the first stuff I ever did when I was 7, and we must have last seen each other when we were about, I don't know, 12. It literally has been years. Anyway, we kind of reconnected in the last few years on Instagram, and I knew he was making films and he produces a lot of films and works a lot with his close friend who writes a lot, and they have this little group of people and they create some really great films. In fact, one of my favorite ones that they've made is called Down to Earth. I'm gonna put it here. You should check it out. I'll put the link in my description, but I think it's so fucking funny. And yeah, anyway. So they've reached out to me about a project. So I went up to London to go for a pint, basically get to know everyone. And it was so much fun. So nice to just geek out about film stuff and also just catch up, especially because we hadn't seen each other in such a long time, but also to get to know some new people. And then I filmed my little journey up there, and I was gonna ask to get a little clip of us all together. And then obviously I got so distracted and sidetracked that I didn't do that. So enjoy the moments of me getting the train. So riveting. But yeah, that's really exciting. So hopefully I'll be able to share more about that later on. The next thing that I want to talk about is, actually I was supposed to not be acting in this, but shock horror, a turn of events, I was acting. Basically, I was working with Xander, who you've seen in my vlogs before. He was actually the DOP on our short film. And he had a job lined up to do some things with the NHS. And he asked if I wanted to help out on the day, bring my lights and kind of help be a spare set of hands, that sort of stuff. And I was like, yeah, that sounds really good. Any excuse to do something that's not sitting at my desk doing my day job, yes, please. And so we got there, and it was part of the maternity unit at this hospital, and they needed somebody to get in the birthing pool. And they were gonna ask the student nurse, and she was like, oh, I don't know. And then Xander just turns and looks at me and goes, Emma, you're an actor. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I am an actor. So there you go. Jumped in, obviously, any excuse to do something weird. I'm having fun, I don't care. Pretended to be in labor. I was in this little pool. I had to wear the hospital gowns, and then they gave me these I don't know if you've ever had a surgery, but those horrible disposable granny pant things that you just wear. So that was it. And I was just in this pool here we go. It was very warm. And then they gave me the gas and air to hold on to, but they didn't plug it in. And I was like, why not? Let's go method. Let's go method. I'll try it. They didn't let me try it. It's fair enough. So, yeah. I'm about to just pretend to give birth. And I'm now in a sopping wet. Unexpected thing of the day. It was actually really fun. I really enjoyed that, and it was nice to see Xander and his friend Ollie. They work a lot together. They studied film together at uni, so it's nice to see them working together. And the kit was really cool, and they had this really crazy gimbal that I was just terrified of, because quite honestly that shit scares me. I literally am holding the gimbal whoa, how do people learn how to use that? I don't even know. That's not my thing, but it was fun to get to do a bit of acting. Another update is that I have officially started The Artist's Way. I am loving it. I'm loving it. I bought the book a while ago. I'd wanted to do it for, genuinely, I think it could be 2 or 3 years ago that I first heard about The Artist's Way. And I don't know if you've ever had a surgery, but those horrible disposable granny pant things that you just wear. So that was it. And I was just in this pool, here we go. And I just, yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to start, but I officially started. I finished the first week and I'm on to the second week. And I don't want to talk too much about how I'm finding it or like what I think so far. I kind of want to like let you guys know how it went for me like at the end. But I will say that it is really eye-opening and it's making me feel really excited to like really be creative and just kind of like, yeah, push myself to actually make things that I enjoy to make. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I love having this YouTube channel. I love making the actor diaries. I even love chatting to you guys like this because any excuse to chat about acting and stuff, like it's literally my favorite thing in the world. So it's not about that, but I have been feeling quite stuck recently, like not able to like change up my videos or like push myself, be more creative, create something that's more beautiful or more interesting or more funny or whatever it is. So I'm hoping that by doing the artist way, I'm gonna like unlock that kind of like any insecurities and just, yeah, be able to give you guys some better videos, but also for myself. And I think, yeah, that kind of links into some of the stuff I've been thinking about a lot recently. I really do want to start making different videos and I have so many ideas and I'm hoping that I can just force myself to actually create the time to do it. I think I panic and then I know that I need to earn X amount of money and I need to get a YouTube video out this week. I know I didn't get a video out and I start to get like overwhelmed by it all. And actually I would so much rather, and I've said this in a video before and I don't know why I have to consistently like remind myself of it, but I would rather upload less frequently but upload a good video that I'm proud of or that I think has value than upload something that just feels a bit meh. And I think a video that I made last week did feel a bit meh. And then obviously I haven't actually addressed it. You guys can probably tell I'm not in my usual location. I'm back in my family home, helping my sister dog sit while my family has gone away. So yeah, everything's just been a little bit all over the place. I had to go to the bloody vets yesterday. What is even going on? Just like the usual chaos of the Sutherland household. And yeah, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna always, well, for the time being, I will be making my YouTube videos. My dream is to be a working actor and this be my like other half of my thing, like to just creatively be always doing stuff like that. That's where I want to be. I'm not there yet, but I'm working towards it and I don't want to, yeah, I hope you guys don't mind when I miss a few weeks of uploads or that it isn't a problem because I understand that like the algorithms and all that stuff, but like, yeah, I don't know. That's just some thoughts I've been having and I'm hoping that by doing the artist way, I'm gonna come into some like clarity and figure myself out. Another thing is that I had to find some baby videos for the credits for a short film that I shot in the summer. And when I was looking through stuff, I found some really funny videos of me in different plays when I was like at school. And I just thought some of them were quite funny. And I had this little, I don't know, there's one bit I got a bit emotional because I had a solo and I was singing and like there wasn't much performing going on. Bear in mind, like this was a year where my teacher did not like me and she was quite horrible to me and she used to make me stay in at break time and stuff, not with anyone else. So it was really, and this is in year 4, so I must have been like 8. And it was a really hard year in a lot of ways. And my mum said that it really knocked my confidence. And so when I'm watching those performances and I was just thinking, wow, like this little Emma didn't know how badly she wanted to always be doing this, to always be performing, to always be creating. And even though it was a horrible year with a nasty teacher, I feel like it's just quite sweet to watch back. I don't know, see how far I've come. I'm definitely better at acting than I was when I was 8. So anyway, and then I found another clip as well from my year 6 production where I got written a special part because my teacher, he was amazing. That was my best teacher. And he said, oh, Emma, you're always gonna get the main parts and things. So I'm giving the main parts to other people, but I've written you a special part and a monologue. And I was like, okay, slay. That's fine by me. I took that as the biggest compliment. Obviously still remembered it to this day. He also bought me a book called How to Go to Drama School, and he was very supportive of me and he like saw that that's what I wanted to do even before maybe I properly knew. Like I always wanted to act, but I didn't know, do you know what I mean? So I did this little monologue as an evacuee from World War II, and yeah, it's just funny, isn't it? Oh, and the only other thing I've written down here is that I was back at it again, practicing my crying. I was like scrolling through my phone and I was like, why is there a photo of me crying? I don't do that anymore. Like when you're like going through a rough patch and you just take photos of yourself when you're crying, or does anyone else used to do that? I don't know. I've stopped doing that. But then I was like, why have I done that? And then I clicked and then I found this video to explain, so.
Recent forms of entertainment for my self-employed self. I'm challenging myself to be able to get one single tear to roll down my cheek with no fucking preparation. Just like cry out of nowhere. I'm getting pretty good at it. Only takes me like 20 seconds max. 15, 10 sometimes. Just got it. You just get it, boom, one tear. One and done. I really find good ways to use my time. I really do.
So yeah, I'm still on that bullshit.
Yeah,
Other than that, I think that is everything that I have to update you guys on. Sorry, I probably was talking really fast and telling you guys a lot. I just feel very excited about everything going on. And I have had a bit of like, not a burnout, but just kind of like, yeah, felt a little bit burnt out by the end. And I think just taking the last couple of weeks to kind of just like refocus on life stuff, and some of the acting stuff hasn't taken as much of a priority as I would probably have liked, but I don't mind when those natural breaks happen because I know that I'm going to pick my feet up and I've got lots of other exciting things to get on with. So yeah, that's basically me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you so much. I'm very, very grateful to everyone who's here, and I know that lots of you are also on your journey, so if anyone's got any fun updates or like is doing anything exciting, feel free to comment and like, let's all chat about it. Let's all support each other, super fun. And if you aren't already, please make sure to subscribe. I would love to have you here. And yeah, like this video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my God, recently I keep doing the, Year 9. Why can I hear you talking from the other side of the corridor? Caroline at the back still talking. I can't stop it. I can't help myself. It's like traumatizing for how accurate that girl is. Who is that girl on Instagram? I don't even know. I saw it somewhere. This is irrelevant. Okay, I'm going now. Be done.